Hi, and welcome to the letter Y as in young talents. It's about time to talk about some new emerging designers who represent the Generation Z of Italian fashion. So here are our magnificent seven. The first is Marco Rambaldi, who was born in Bologna in 1990 and graduated in fashion design at the UAV University in Venice. His debut dates back to 2014. On that occasion, Rambaldi won the Next Generation contest, hosted by the Italian National Chamber of Fashion. In 2017, Rambaldi was among the finalists of Who's On Next, an international scouting project dedicated to young talents conceived by Alta Roma in partnership with Vogue Italia. In February 2022, during the Milan Fashion Week, Marco Rambaldi was the first young designer to be part of the so-called mentoring projects, organized by Valentino with the Italian National Chamber of Fashion. Quote, "We decided to select an emerging designer and offer them the opportunity to use our social platform as the stage where they can amplify their work and their message," end of quote, Valentino's Pierpaolo Piccioli stated. Proudly made in Italy and recognizable for its crochet pieces, Rambaldi's brand is all about gender, inclusion, and freedom. He stated that he wants, quote, "to free women from preconceptions, prejudices, and stereotypes." Fashion is linked with social and political issues. Very often, fashion communicates more directly or spontaneously than words, end of quote. Our second young talent is Mauro Signonato, who studied in Copenhagen and established the knitwear brand Vitelli in 2016. He gained his reputation thanks to an experimental and sustainable approach with a zero-waste philosophy. Next is Jezabel Cormio, born in 1990 in New York from an Italian father and an American mother. She grew up in Rome and graduated in fashion design at the Royal Academy of Antwerp. In 2013, Umberto Leon selected some pieces from her graduation collection for opening ceremony, his now defunct retail space, instantly boosting her recognition. Her label was launched in 2019. Soon thereafter, she was selected to participate in Gucci Fest, the film festival promoted by the Gucci brand, and a selection of her pieces are often available at Gucci Vault, the online concept store where vintage Gucci pieces are paired with contemporary emerging labels. Excellent craftsmanship and sustainability are part of Cormio's DNA. Her first runway show in February 2022 was focused on knitwear with some leather and denim pieces, while the Spring 2023 collection confirms the brand as one of the hottest among Gen Z. Formerly at Jill Sander and Phoebe Philo's Celine, Veronica Leoni named her line Queera after her grandmother Quirina, who was a seamstress and the inspiration of Veronica's love of fashion. Born in Rome in 1985, Leoni launched her first collection in Milan in September 2021. Quote, "She has a taste for the perfectly imperfect, sudden slashes, falling volumes. She must belong to the school of minimalism, but the approach is much more than that. Her design roots are clear, but so is her originality," end of quote, wrote Angelo Flaccavento in Business of Fashion about her debut. And see the picture on the left. On the right, we have an outfit from her fall 2022 collection, with Women's Wear Daily praised for its, quote, "impressive range from tailoring to flu," end of quote. Queera's Spring 2023 show displays an eclectic vision of femininity and masculinity, always with a focus on impeccable tailoring. Since 2018, Leoni has also been in charge of designing the Atu Moncler 9052 line. Cina was launched in 2015 by Sabrina Mandelli, who studied fashion design at Istituto Marangoni in Milan, her birthplace. Mandelli, who's also a women's wear designer and fashion coordinator of Off-White, the brand founded by the late Virgil Abloh, is known for her many different influences: modern art, classic movies, punk style, and streetwear. Her clothes are tailored with the most refined fabrics and with an impeccable attention to detail. A former dancer, Alessandro Vigilante grew up in Puglia, where he was born in 1982. Famous choreographers such as Merce Cunningham and Pina Bausch deeply informed his vision of fashion. And in fact, he dedicated his first show to these two giants in 2020. Vigilante, a former student at IED, Istituto Europeo di Design, who previously worked for Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, and Philosophy by Lorenzo Serafini, built his name thanks to his body-conscious, erotic, minimal, colorful outfits, where contemporary dance is the primary source of inspiration. Born in Calabria in 1984, Andrea Adamo began his career as an intern at the Italian brand Les Copains. He later worked at Roberto Cavalli and Dolce & Gabbana until he decided to launch his eponymous line in 2020. His sensual knitwear soon caught the attention of international retailers. In December 2021, Andrea launched 3 capsule resort collections for London's Selfridges, Milan's Antonia, and Net-a-Porter. For his spring 2023 collection, the rib knit, the brand's trademark, was paired with shredded fabrics and fringed skirt, with the result being a fluid, sexy silhouette. And thanks for listening. And keep in mind what the legendary costume designer Hidde Head said: fashion is a language. Some know it, some learn it like an instinct. Goodbye.